All right, we are back now with CURES. Could the key to a longer, healthier life be in your relationships? I just got back from my Friendsgiving, and we're learning that was really good for my mental health.
Absolutely. It's actually a research topic that psychologist Dr. Kimberly Horn covers in her new book, Friends Matter for Life. And so she's joining us now to explain how relationships impact our well-being and our longevity. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me. Good morning.
Yeah, we heard that having a pack of cigarettes a day is equal to loneliness as far as having detrimental effect on our health. But one of the reasons we thought it'd be great to have you on today is you talked about, even in this political climate where everyone's so divided and sometimes relationships are being strained by division, the importance of learning how to have a long-term relationship is really crucial to our long-term health.
Yes, and more research is showing that it can be comparable. Loneliness can be comparable to the risks of smoking and obesity.
You know, I was with my friends for Friendsgiving, as we like to call it, and the relationships, I always say you can't pick your family, but you can certainly pick your friends. And I like to surround myself with as many friends as I possibly can. And it really was good for my mental health. When I left there, I felt just so much better. Why is that?
Because when you're around people that you love and care about, it increases your feel-good hormones and it lowers your stress hormones like cortisol. So you truly have a physiological response to being around people that you love and care about and your friends.
So
And loneliness has just the opposite
yeah, I
effect.
mean, and not that we don't sometimes, need alone time, but the idea of feeling alone in the world can really, I guess, drive our depression. On the flip side, we all have, it's normal to argue in our long-term relationships, and you say we should really prioritize the relationship over whatever it is we're fighting about, the division.
Yes, and I think that is especially on all of our minds right now. Nearly a third of Americans are choosing not to spend time with or limit time with their friends and family who have different political views than themselves. And as we start to think about the holidays or Friendsgiving or gathering around the Thanksgiving table, it is a profound topic right now.
You know, your work has been included in Time, CNN, USA Today, the New York Times, The Atlantic, and more. Doc, how did you get into this and how did you hone your skills?
Well, I have been doing this kind of research around the choices we make for better health for many years. And as I really look more closely at my research, our social connections and our human connections have such an important role in so many of our health behaviors. So I started thinking about, instead of doing a study, maybe take some of my knowledge and lived experience from the past few decades and think about writing a book that could have a broad reach to people, and really thinking about how friendship is an antidote to loneliness and can have such a positive impact on our health.
Yeah, we're going to get to take a deeper dive when we go on the CURES podcast, but I'm just wondering, for those who are suffering right now with their mental health, with depression, something like that, sometimes it feels like the last thing in the world you're going to do is go out and be with people. Is that one of the things you should do, or how do you lift up from that dark place?
It is. I think sometimes we have to make the effort to put one foot in front of the other, even small things, starting in some place familiar. Maybe it's your church, maybe it's a place in your community that you can volunteer, but starting someplace familiar and comfortable is sometimes a very important first step to just making some connections that have a higher comfort level for you.
You know, it is difficult to talk to some people who might have different political views, but are you saying that we can get past that and forge a relationship even past our differences?
I certainly hope so. And I believe that canceling people that we love and care about is certainly not our only option. And as we move forward, I think it's very important to think about how we can choose to have political conversations that still protect our mental and physical health, that that doesn't cause us to compromise our values or our identity. I think that if we have conversations, they need to be contained and mutually agreed upon and in safe spaces. We can also choose not to have conversations around politics with people that we love and care about. We can agree to focus on the things that we have shared interest in or the bonds that brought us together in the first place. No one is obligated to have a political discussion.
Good advice. I'm taking it and I'm running with it.
Yes, focus on your shared interest, and you know we can all put the politics aside a little bit for the point of it's good for our health to have long relationships. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a deeper dive. She's done a lot of science. I know Virginia Tech had a big game this weekend, so congrats. I hope you guys did okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Still
Thank you.
recovering.
We'll see you on CURES for more.
Yeah.